Hello and welcome back to Pandemic Playground with Dave. We are finally back with surviving as a trader in space, and today we're going to update our ship as much as possible as we've been quite destroyed in the previous episode. So let's get started. Alright, so as you noticed, I do have a medical room or medical bay. I always forget what it's called. Medical room. And that was because I was actually able to find a wandering merchant around the base that sold medical components for a fair price. Wasn't too bad. And I bought a few, but not too much of it, and was able to still maintain 25 mil. So that's a good thing. So I bought about 15 or so. Probably 18. 15 for the medical room and another 3 for the safety kit for our ship. That's pretty much what we did so far off camera, but that's about it. Just finding that wandering merchant around, which was pretty close by. Alright, so we should plan on updating the ship a bit, and by updating the ship we would need a lot of materials like thruster components to fix our ion thrusters. We probably should invest in heavy armor up front. I feel like I should just update the ship in the front a little bit more, just to make it look a little bit better as well, and more capable of handling weapons. I think I am gonna get rid of this section though. This section, as much it is kind of pretty cool to have, I think we can just get rid of it. I don't think it's necessary to have it, so I do plan to just remove it if I can. And it looks like we can. The only problem that I see here is that we don't have up thrust or down thrust. If we were to chop this thing in half later down the line, so I guess we could just do this, grab this one off and this one. I also realized we don't even have a hydrogen tank here, so that might not even work as well. So we got to figure out some kind of plan here. We might have to chop it off here, and then we'll fix this part up with the landing gear. I think we do that first. Let's just check what we have in inventory. So do we want to be smart this time and not carry everything with us so that we can dump it into the base? Okay, so we don't even have anything on us, so that's actually not too bad. We should load ourselves up with a little bit of material just in case. I don't think we need too much of everything, but always worth putting a decent chunk of mats here in case something does happen, so we can do some quick repairs. And I think that's more than enough here. Yeah, I think that would be good. All right. Yeah, I do regret a lot of things that happened when we were getting destroyed by the orc. Definitely should have grinded down the reactor components that fell down. That was worth 100 piece. Jeez. But I think this ship does still have a decent amount of power, I believe. There's a corrupt medium cargo transport coming our way too, so that's not great. We have 7 days of power because we're all running on hydrogen anyway, so yeah. All right, perfect. So what we need to do, as I mentioned before, I have to turn this guy around just a little bit like that, because what I want to do is chop off this ship. I don't really think we need this ship at all, so I'm gonna take that out. It doesn't need Gatling ammo as well, so we need to remove this. Oh, I forget our building repair is still on. All right, we'll remove it later down the line, but we're gonna chop it off, sell it. Let's see how much we can sell it for. That would be a decent chunk of money, and we could put our magnetic plates right over here, like we've done previously. So in order for it to have flight and everything like that, yeah, we definitely need to kind of chop it off right now and then fly and connect to it. And then we'll bring it along with us for our journey. Because once we break it down, well, we could break it down near the economy base or the trade station or orbital trade station, which is that way, which is kind of getting close to the corrupt over there, which is not a good sign. And that thing is, can't tell if it's small or large grid. The whole point of that would be, do I fight it? Do I not fight it? That is a large cargo container. A large ship, and it looks like it has decent amount of weapons. So we might need to avoid that if we can. Okay, so either we chop this off now or later. I figure if we chop it off now, we can carry it and push it to where we need it to push. Or we get close to the orbital station, chop it off, and then connect from there. We'll probably do that because we need a hydrogen anyways to fly this thing. Good portion of this probably needs to go. I do not like how close that corrupt is getting towards us, to be honest. So we got to figure out how to travel to the orbital trade station without taking too much damage. All right, so let's see here. Orbital station is 30 KOA, which is in the way of the corrupt. So we're gonna pretty much pass on by it if we decide to go that route, which isn't too bad. I mean, I really don't want to get into another fight at the moment. I mean, I think I'll survive it. I think. Said that last time and didn't work out. So we gotta be really careful about this now. Alright, so the corrupt is not necessarily getting close to us, so that's not too bad. So if we fly straight on forward, I think we should be okay and avoid it. We'll sell half the ship because we don't need that portion. We don't need the side portion, that buoy or whatever we want to call it. That's definitely not a piece of the ship we need. It didn't really serve us too much. It did serve us in surviving, so we were able to bring the ship back. But I think we're going to evolve the ship quite significantly once we sell it. So we should get on doing that. So we're definitely going to go forward first, sell a ship, and the next piece is go to the SPSL station, and then that we can gather a little bit more materials for our jump drive, our thruster components, for iron thrust, things like that, so we can utilize that and rebuild basically. So let's just keep traveling, see how far we get here without getting ourselves destroyed here. All right, we made it safe and sound, no problems whatsoever, which is great. I think we're a bit upside down. Actually, no, we're a little sideways. So flying here, we did see that there's a secret SPRT pirate base. There's a couple of maydays around as well. So lots to do here, to be honest. I mean, one day, hopefully, we'll be able to fight the pirate base, but not right now. All right, so we're gonna back up a little bit so we can get outside the bubble. We're gonna chop off half of our ship, not really half, good portion of our ship, and I did forget that we did have a decent amount of batteries here too, as well. We have 3 batteries here, which is a lot. There's a cargo container, there's assembler, things like that, which we're not gonna need anyways, so I'm okay with getting rid of them. I just hope there's not much in them. Looks like there's something in there, but maybe not. I wasn't sure. Let's just cut the pipe and we could do it from here. We'll take down the Gatlins as well. Make sure they don't have any ammo. Well, I could just take the ammo, leave it, and sell the rest. I mean, they're just material costs anyways, right? Yeah. So it's things I already have, so we should be okay. Hydrogen, I don't know why there's still hydrogen here. There's no hydrogen tank. You gotta make sure none of these actually have thruster components, so then we don't waste it. Why they're selling them off. All right, we're good here. I think we chop it right over here. Separate our cells from the grid. I think that's the best we can do. And we'll turn around mag plate to it and get on selling it. All right, good, perfect. I was a little worried that it was still going to be connected a little bit, but it's not. All right, I forgot to check the top to see if that had any ammo, because I want to get rid of all the ammo and keep it for myself, obviously. So, all right, no Gatlings on there. We got a good connection going here. Good line of sight. Let's slowly get on this. And we're good. All right, perfect. So we're just going to pop inside here. Crash into the base a little bit. All right, so that should balance out, I hope. I hope we have our ship. I hope we have all the different directions of thrust. I think we do. We do. Minimal thrust, looks like. But that's going to work. All right, so we're going to see how much this ship actually costs to sell, which is the original starter ship. The ship costs the same amount as it sells for at the station. So who knows what that's going to look like. I do need to connect into this so I can get some hydrogen as well. So where's the stairs? There it is. Okay, so let's see. How much does it cost to sell? These robots look a little different. Just realized that. That's pretty interesting looking robot. Pretty cool. Okay, we don't need grid with scrap purchase, so 7 mil for that ship. Wow, we went from $99 million to 26 plus 7 mil, which is little to nothing. All right, that stings. But we could sell this 7. Yeah, let's sell it. We don't need this ship. That's gone. The other one should be the what do they call it? The other large grid is the right here, magnetic plates with connector. That's what that is. So we'll leave that alone. All right, so we can recoup the hydrogen that we need by connecting to the station and buy more hydrogen, but we're gonna have to back out and get rid of the mag plates as well. So that's another piece to that. All right, we're out of the zone, and we can remove this for now. Hold on. Before we do that, I think I'm gonna use a new projection. Keep this projection instead. So if we ever do need to rebuild the magnetic plates, we have that, and plus it removes the other piece that we didn't want, or the other part of the ship that we didn't need. And looks like the projection's a bit off now since we edited it a bit. That's not good. The projection's up. It's just higher up for some reason. So we just gotta bring it down to equal to where it's supposed to be. So be the vertical offset. Yep, that should be about it. Oh, we're off a little for the horizontal plane as well. There we go. We're merged in. So slightly different, but that should do right there. And we'll get rid of this because we don't need it. So the projector itself... Projector is... Show buildable only. Key projection, that's fine. But it's not showing this projection for some reason. Maybe it can't build it out. I don't know. Or is there something wrong with my projection? Nope, it's still there. So it did not like the subgrid, I guess. That's fine, not a big deal. Alright, let's just get this connected. Get some hydrogen. So now we have 32 million space credits. That's more than we ever had before, I think. Well, at least in Season 2. Season 1, we might have had a decent chunk at one point in time as well. Because we were able to get a lot of ores, refine it, and sell it that way. So that's a big difference between what we're doing now and there and then. Okay, locked in, ready to go. Let's get some hydrogen. We'll see how many. We should have 2 hydrogen tanks at least, or 3. Should be 3, but 2 of them more or less needs any input of hydrogen. So there's that. So buy a full tank right there, and we just put in the rest in tank 2. Yeah, we'll put the rest in tank 2. The rest is about 2. Yeah, we'll put the rest in there. And then we should be good. Let's see if it worked out okay. Perfect. Full hydrogen. Not much hydrogen. And then that's not bad. That's about 70%. Don't have much in our larger cargo container. Well, we do because we just put in a whole bunch of stuff. All right, so we need some other stuff here. So now that we have some funds, we could buy some more ammo if we need to, which we lost a good chunk of ammo because it was sitting in our large cargo container. I'm going to buy about 50 ammo, Gatling ammo. That's 1.4 mil. We do need reactor components, which they sell here. And it's 100 each that we had on the ship. So that's not bad at all. 745. We'll buy that. I don't know if I have any more room left to carry anything, but the rest would be thruster components. That's where it's going to cost us a good chunk of money. And we could buy more zone chips as well. It looks like we could buy everything here, which is great. Wasn't expecting that, to be honest. I thought I was going to run into trouble collecting all this material and having it back to the SPSL base station, but it looks like I do not. So if I have each direction, which is about 6 times 80, should be about 480 thruster components, but I'll probably buy more in case I can utilize it for something else. I think that's the way to go. So thruster components. Oh, we got the superconductors as well. Everything seems a little cheap here. I guess is a good thing. But thruster components, let's just say we needed to get 500. Okay, that is quite expensive. So that's a little bit scary. But for the jump drive, we need this. So that's why it's going to cost us so much. I was hoping to save it so that I didn't have to spend on it. And I could buy that new ship. But I think we have to wait on the new ship so we can get our jump drives up and running. The jump drive is very important. So I think we buy the 1,000 that we need here. And deposit it in here. So 12,000, no, 12 million down the drain. And then, as I mentioned before, we also needed thruster components, which is about 480 if we have all different direction. That's 10 million. So that's just the way to get our ship back in ready form. So doing that makes me 7 million rich only. So not a great sign, but I think we're gonna have to have this happen. We could always make the money back, so it shouldn't be a problem. Uranium we don't need. I mean, if we want to buy some, we could buy like, that's still gonna kill our funds here. Zone chips we should probably buy. Yeah, I'm gonna buy 20 more. It's decent priced here, so it's not too bad. All right, so I think that should be about it. We do need to buy stuff that has gold and silver. That's what's supposed to save us a bit. And gravity components, I think that's the biggest piece that has platinum and silver, I think. So we could buy that down the line if we need it. But right now, I think we're good. We probably have to scavenge for more ships and sell it as a safety net, I guess. But well, at least we got some materials back, which is good. All right, so let me disconnect. It feels a little better now that I don't have something on the right-hand side. So I might build it without that. I mean, I'll probably create another buoy section regardless, but right now we'll leave it as is without it. And I think we should be okay. So right now I'm going to head over to this unknown signal ever so slowly. Well, we shouldn't do it ever so slowly, but all right, let's just speed up to it. We've got only a minute, 40 something seconds left. So we can't do this slow. All right, we got about a minute left, so I'm just gonna hop out and grab the unknown signal. Hopefully I don't lose the ship. I mean, it's just behind us, so it shouldn't be that bad. And we're not super desperate, but I could always use the parts, so might as well go check out what's here. Pretty sure, not too bad. Our ship is still flying away a little bit. That should be, oh, yeah, there you go. The canvas. Get a little bit of steel plates. Not much at all, but might as well grab it. And our ship is right over here waiting for us. Perfect. That kind of worked out. So we could chill out here for a little bit and fix up our ship. Ooh, I think we had a lot more thrusters than I thought. Yes. More than 6, because I think we have 2 on each side. Not, I mean, it's not great, but we definitely might not even have all that material or money. Well, we could buy more if we want to. But obviously, it cost us so much money just to get to 480 worth. So, probably just the 80 more, to be honest, because I think we were able to fix up. Is that loose? That felt kind of odd, right? But anyways, well, it wouldn't have power if it was loose, but we have this one fixed up already, so this should be okay. All right, so we have the upwards one, we have the side and backwards over here. Did we have a upwards one? I don't think we did. Oh, we do. We definitely do. Right here. And we're out of them right now. So that's not good. So we knock out this one for now. So how many am I really missing in terms of joystick components? 135. How is that impossible? I thought about 480. I guess we had some already, so that's why it equaled that way. Yeah, it should be that way. Anyways, so we could buy 135 more if we need to. I think we should. I mean, it's okay. We spend the money, I guess. Should be more than fine to spend the money. Okay, so I'm just gonna head back, buy the 135 more if we can. What's funny, actually, if I linked up to a private sale, I could sell it for a good chunk of money again. Should I do that? We'll lose some rep, but sounds like a good idea right this moment. I mean, all we have to do is make sure to take out the 2 turrets that they have. And then we'll magnetic plate onto it, which we took out and removed, but we'll put it back on. And for what I remember was like good 14 mil right there. So that's easy money. So I guess we could just do that for fun. See how it goes. All right, we're closing in on it. And I guess we just match speed if we can. Let's head it the opposite direction maybe, or I'm just going way, way too fast. I'm going way too fast. Ooh, it's got the thruster components that I need too. Alright, I zipped too quickly away from it. So we gotta fall forward. And should be catching up to it. There you go. Alright, let's try to get close to it. Match speed. And pull off a ridiculous heist here. Oh, I might crash into it. Alright, good. I didn't crash into it. It felt like... Oh. I did now. Ouch. I'm not sure what I knocked out just now, but... that had to hurt. It hurt my windows more than anything else. It hurt him more than it did me. And I took out the thruster components that I didn't want to take out. So there's that. Well, it's not going to target me, which is great, but it's only simple interior turrets. So what I can do is take out the armory on the side of it instead of the turrets. Well, I think we just take out the turret, to be honest. And that's it. Wait. Oh, come on. So, luckily we're not whatchamacallit yet. We're still neutral with them, so we're okay to do this. Steal the ammo. I wish I didn't damage this thing as badly as I just did now. I am curious to see what's inside here. Is it worth it? It's losing rep, but worth checking, I get. Come on. How's that not hacked? Okay, I'm just losing rep now for no reason. Oh, I'm calling the solar panel. Jeez. What a waste of rep. Alright, that was not worth it at all. Okay. Since I damaged it like that, we'll just throw in the mag plate this way. Oop, that's not the right way. It's kind of just floating right now because, I don't know. I guess because I ran into it a bit pretty hard. I don't know if this is going to work, but if not, I probably just have to hack the control room or something. But we'll do this. Get in here. Go back out. Expand our thrust. Not thrust, a piston. A lot of smoke. Yes, I hurt that thing more than it hurt me. Oh no, it's still flying. I just had match speed on it. That's why I couldn't tell if it was flying or not. Alright, so we're just gonna connect into it right this way. If we can. Nice and gently. Oh, already broke my connector. Now I can't see a thing. Now I hope we can stop. Yeah. And then we gotta head back to the orbital station, which is 9K away. That direction. I think. I can't see a thing, but I think that is the way that we're heading. So, turn thing off. Time to glide 9 kilometers this way. So I think we gotta hack it for ourselves and then sell it. That's the best way to do that. And I destroyed its thrusters with my glass panels, I think. I gotta double check that in a sec. But that was terrible. Alright, before we fly too close, we should rebuild this here. And this one. We bought the 100 reactor components. And we should be able to do the whatchamacallit as well. We should be able to build up the jump drive, and that'll be helpful. Although we're not even that far from the SPSL bases, but yeah. But we're gonna need it to jump around anyway, so we're definitely gonna do that. And then I'll explain kind of our do-over with this mush ship and what the plans are going to be. Okay, so we might be running right into the base. Yep, I can barely see it all, but it's there. I don't think I saved the camera. Nope, did not save the camera. That was on the decoy on the left-hand side, so we can see the ship a little bit better. That's gone. But now we are in the trade station, so that's good to know. Ooh, okay. Chill out. Let's relax. Alright. Alright, so we sold the buoy arm, so we get some cash. We took the private sale with a little bit of rep gone. Not too much. It was the UNMK rep, so... Or MN, I forget which one. No, MK, because I see this. So we got long ways to go to get really bad with them. So we could do this for extra cash for now, if we really need it. I mean, we don't necessarily need that much cash currently, but I mean, I am gonna do this if I find another private sale, if need be, because that's gonna be a good chunk of money. So we do need to do grid takeover, so we'll do that first, which is oof. Didn't read how much it was. What, 1.6 mil? Alright, that's not too bad compared to how much I'm about to sell it for. 9. Wait, how did that private sale that was little to nothing give me 14 mil, and this is only giving me 9 mil? Well, I guess I destroyed some of the thrusters. I think the thruster components is what makes it worth it. I think that's the case. It should be. Because, I mean, look at me just buying thrusters itself. That's what's killing me in terms of the funding. So we needed to buy, what did we say? Oh, why am I stuck here? We needed to buy 135 if we can. The 135, 2 mil. All right, that's not too bad. And we got 11 mil now, so it's not that bad. We had 37 or so before we took all the cash out to rebuild the ship and rebuild certain things, like the jump trap. That's gonna be needing to be fixed too. So that's where all our money went, which I foresee that happening anyways to begin with because of how badly we got destroyed by that orc. But I am glad that we were able to rebuild a bit, so that's always a positive. I thought I bought some reactor uranium. Did I buy uranium? I thought I did. I mean, it was a dumb idea to buy uranium, but I really thought I did buy uranium. Guess not. And superconductors. Oop. The connector is broken. That's why that's like that. I do have the superconductors. So that's good news. I guess I didn't buy uranium. Missing computers. But this connector. I can't believe the connector actually took damage. Well, looks like this took damage too. We need a a few computers. We'll just queue that up. Right, we don't have much materials on our ship anymore. We gotta remember that. But we don't need to dismantle much anyway, so we should be okay. Just needed a couple computers to fix that up, because we do need to connect in there if we need to. Alright, we're good here. Let's just retract this thing and get on fixing our jump drive. Alright, so we gravity components is what we're missing too. So we do need to buy that. So the superconductors we can do first. And we should definitely buy what's it call it? Gravity components, plenty of them. Alright, supercomputers are in. We might have to put more batteries in here because we don't have much battery. Well, we can always get the uranium in here as well. Actually, yeah, we do need to buy uranium if that's the case. We'll probably plop on a few batteries if we can. Well, actually, we can't. We got to do that back at base, if anything, because our base has a decent chunk of materials. And that's what I hate about traveling without materials. I want to be mobile. But I guess to be on the safe side, we should keep a chunk of stuff at base and kind of start building out and getting more stuff as we're traveling around now. Alright, we're locked in. Ready to get some more mats and materials. I mean, resources. Mats and resources. Okay. Store-wise. Once again, hydrogen is always something we could always use. Oh, it's almost doubled in price. That's insane. All right, this one needs as much hydrogen as it can get, so we just buy that. Gravity components, we needed 20, which is going to cost us 3 million. All right, whatever. We need that, so it's going to have to happen. And we're back to 7 mil again. So as much as we're trying to make money, we are losing money fairly quickly too. So this is pretty bad. All right, actually we didn't buy the uranium. Yeah, I remember now. We said it was gonna be way too expensive, so we didn't want to buy it yet. Like there you go, 50 is 2 mil. We have a bunch at base, so we should be okay. We don't have to worry too much about it, I think. But we do have a lot more ammo and everything like that too, so I think we're good to go. Alright, so this orbital space station kind of saved us a bit in terms of having to run back and forth too much. Although we could have just went straight to the SPSL base because that's a lot closer than the orbital space station. But we were also able to take out a private sale really quickly. Sell it for 9 mil and kind of add more to our ship here. Although, if I didn't break the thrusters, I think we should have gotten a lot more out of that. But, whoops. Right, thrusters. Jump drive, almost up and running. So, a bit set back. That cost us a lot of money just to get this up and running. And also, the thruster components. To get all that back up and running. That's a pain in the butt. So we gotta get this one. Why are we missing large steel tubes? I guess that's from me grinding it down. Alright, that's up and running. That's up and running. This one needs to be up and running. Then we got two forwards, two backwards up top, two upwards, one downwards, and one on each side, which is not much. We will have to just fix that one up. Right. And of course we gotta reprogram everything because it looks like all of the ion thrusters are on when they should be off. Let's say off. Backwards are on, so we turn that off, and then we're good. All right, I think we're good here. I mean, the next few steps we could do is go to the SBRT Maydays or whatever, but I don't think we want to do that now. We just sold a portion of our ship, got as much materials as we can, and our jump drive's back online. Did I buy react? Did I just buy uranium again? I keep forgetting. I don't think I did I? No, we said. Am I just going crazy? We said we're gonna go back to base and get it from there. So we're fully recharged. Yes, we're fully recharged. So we can head back to base this way, or we fly back. I'm just gonna use up the power, to be honest, to head back to base wherever that is. 30k. Yeah, 30k away. I would probably just do that. Oh wow, there's a wreck near the base too. So do we want to explore it as well? We probably should, to be honest. Let's head back to base first. Are we gonna have to maneuver a little to the left? Then we can jump. And we're jumping to base, which is 30 kilometers away, only using very little minimal power, I think. I hope. Oop, what happened? Why won't it let me jump? There we go. That was weird. Or I think maybe I was still stuck to the left a little bit of the field. Maybe. All right, we're back at base. 3 kilometers away. Why did you shoot me 3 kilometers away? That's a bit much. All right, we're gonna head back. All right, locked in. It looks like there's some mats out here somewhere in space, just floating around, I guess. Hard to tell exactly where, like this. We probably need a small ship to look for things like that, but we're definitely not going to look for it now. So we did say we're going to update the ship, but I don't think we will get enough time to do that, to be honest. We were able to recover the whole entire ship and fix it up to as much as we want it to be, which is kind of getting rid of the last end bits here, the right hand bits, and recharging our hydrogen and fixing our jump drive. So we should be good to kind of like quote unquote start over in a way. I mean, we're not starting over, but we are going to rebuild this thing a bit more. I think we're going to reinforce the front more, and I think going to extend it out forward as well. So I might not keep right here as is. I want to extend it out this way, and then when I extend it out that way, it's going to be probably heavy armor if we can. I think we should be able to do heavy armor, which we have a decent amount of metal grids. Yeah, we still have a decent amount. Not a lot. When I say not a lot, there's 25k metal grids here. So we could extend it out a little bit, protect ourselves. We'll turn these to metal grids as well, or heavy armor as well if we can. We still need to simulate some more ships as well. And we definitely need to fix up the back. We just got to update the ship a little bit more. We can't keep this ship as much as it looks pretty decent. We got to update it. It's not like great for a battleship because we have all this empty space here and we can't do anything with it except for a viewpoint. So we'll extend the front a little bit, put in some heavy armor. We're gonna have to cover up some thrusters and some turrets and things like that if we can, or make our own turrets in front that we can control. So I really want to do is make this a little more flat forward. So I don't know if the projector's, yeah, the projector's still on. So if I turn off the projector, what I want to do here is grab this here, take this off right this in this specific area. Get in some heavy armor. Let's just do heavy armor on 8. And either I do a flat heavy armor like this, or this, to kind of bring it out front forward a little bit more. I think we do it this way actually. So like that. And then the bottom here, we'll do the same thing and extend it out a little bit so we have a decent shape. We might not be able to do it because of this. We have to figure that out too. But this is what will give us that extra protection. Because look at that. 100 steel plates, 40 metal grids, another 12 steel plates just to protect our front, our cockpit basically. And I want to get rid of this window, this bridge system here. Although it looked great, I kind of want to put in something else that makes it look a little bit better. I'm going to extend out more, obviously, but just for proof of concept, what I wanted to do was kind of add these here, window wall, basically. So I saw that in one of the Reavers, which looked pretty cool as a design. And it looks like it holds up pretty well, too. So if we put it here in front or here, it looks like we have a lot more protection up front. So that's kind of what I want to do. And actually what we can do is, can we do this? Yes, we can. Extend it out forward. Oh, no, it didn't work. Why? It is working. Extend it out forward just a tad bit. Don't know why it's not letting it extend all the way. Something is stuck. I don't know. That's so weird. We might need more torque on this thing to go back. Oh, no. That's working. Weird. Alright, it's stuck. Yeah, I think it needs more torque to get this reversed all the way. We'll play around with it this way. That's fine with me. Alright, that's more than enough. Alright. So with that being that, we can get rid of this thing here. This thing here. I'm not sure if this thing is even on sheer inertia. I want to say yes it is. Alright, good. And again, we can do the same thing with this. So we chop this off and that off, which is going to chop off the buttons a bit. So remove that really quickly. Get rid of this one. This one. And that's going to get rid of my control, which I didn't want to do, but we're going to have to deal with that soon. So we'll take this out for now. And place these heavy armors here. And then we're going to extend out more front, I think. Actually, we extended that. We should have probably... No, I think we should have done that a little differently. We should mimic the top. Fine. Ooh. Forget about that weird gravity that happens. Okay. I think building repair grabbed it. So we have armor here. Like that. And then we'll do this up front if I had mats. Like this. So that should mimic the top a little bit. Which shouldn't be, but it'll work better that way. We might have to cut off this whole entire thing. This whole entire 2 section. Which should be okay. And then here we either do this slope here, which is a tiny slope, or some half blocks. I think we do half blocks first. And that's how we're going to extend the front a bit. And of course, we need to extend this out more too. So what it's going to turn into is kind of like a sword. And this is your hilt, basically. So that's what I was thinking of trying to do. And then We gotta get this kind of diagonally into this a little bit better. I know it's a little off because this here is longer than here, so that's why it's making that design. So we just gotta find a way to do it pretty decently. Or do we do... I'm starting to feel like we should just do straight on heavy armor blocks itself. None of the half blocks or anything, so it can sustain a little bit more damage. Because half blocks, it would sustain a decent amount, but not as great. Yeah, I think we have to do that. Yeah, I really honestly think we should just get some more armor on this thing. So we're gonna have to do it this way. It may look a little funky, but we should do it that way. And it looks like there's a drone headed straight for us. That's not gonna be great, but sure. Yep, it's going straight into my shield, I think. Which is gonna be interesting. But let's see what happens. It's probably gonna crash right into me. Will the shield stop it? I hope so. Is he gonna make it deviate a little bit? Where's it going? That's a bit worrying. I should just put in some, like, artillery fire. Oh, that's going away now. But imagine we put some artillery, turn off the shields, and let it come closer, and then we just pop it off, and then boom, boom. It's gonna just destroy the whole entire thing, and it just shot at us because I came out the bubble. It's probably just gonna surround us a little bit, so that's gonna be fun. A little bit of pop my head out. Whatever, not gonna do anything to us. Did that thing just try to run into the shields? I mean, you could try all you want, but I don't think you get in. I'm just using shield a little bit as cover. I'm trying to figure out is that small grid or large grid. Should be small grid. So it's just gonna hover around us and stay hovering around us. That's great. We could just turn the shields on, so that bullets could get through, and then fire upon it if anything. Oop! It's shooting us in the back. The shield's not big enough, so that's not good. We should extend the shield a little bit then. Ow. Did it just destroy it? That was my oxygen, wasn't it? I have no idea what it's preparing, but sure. I mean, if I pop out and fight it, I mean, it's gonna kill its ammo if anything. I just popped out and it didn't fire on us. And it's heading back. No, I'm not doing anything to us. All right. So we lost a little bit because we left the tail end exposed. We put 150 now. A little bit bigger of a shield. I don't know if we want it to be that big. 125 might be more than enough. I'm pretty sure the bigger the size, yeah, the more it's going to take. So 125 will take a lot less. And we are still in the shield. We should be okay. Alright, so it's leaving now, so we don't have to worry about it. Jump drive is still good. Alright, we're good there. Anyways, so the whole point of rebuilding this was to kind of bring this out a little bit more forward. So, and that's going to be all heavy armor. So a chunk of this will be heavy armor right here. And I think right here would also be heavy armor, but we gotta find a way to do this. But it looks like we will have to likely chop off kind of like two ends of it in order to make it look good. So it's gonna be like this, I would think. Something like that. Oh, that's like armor that I just put down, which is not what I want. So if we put down the heavy armors this way, and this will be our front. This is where we get hit the most anyway, so we want to put our cockpit here, make sure we don't get killed. And then here is the tricky part, which we think we could just do like slopes like this to kind of situate it. Okay. Something like this. Actually not sure how I'm going to do this. But we're definitely just got to edit this piece out on the bottom right here. Like so. And then kind of get that all fixed up. But again, all this just becomes a little off because of how it's going to be set up. But it shouldn't be that bad regardless. Let's see. What can we use to cover this up to match that? I'm pretty sure there's a block that we could use. There's always a block for everything in this case. It'd be like something like that, I guess. I mean, that's not the best looking thing in the world, but for now, that could work. I guess. I don't know. That looks a bit odd. But, I mean, it kind of works because we could always kind of do this too. Not sure if that's airtight or not, but that fills the void. That's actually not too bad. I'm not liking this part, but that's not terrible. And like I said, I'm not sure if it's going to be airtight, but it could be. And the answer is no. We are not pressurized. That's not good. That didn't work. I think it's this right here that's the leak. It has to be. So we gotta find a different way to do that, I guess. Oh, let's not cut that down now. Yeah, because these aren't depressurized, so it should show up blue if it's airtight. But I guess that doesn't work correctly. I just like it just folds into this a lot better, which is the good part. But I'm sure we could find something a little longer to fix that. Maybe. I mean, you gotta pay attention to some of these. This thing right here might do it. Yeah, like that. Right? So it stretches out a little longer. Not sure what we could do here, but we could probably do something along the lines of this block. Yeah, and then stretch out this way, but that's doesn't look great. I mean, I wish there were much bigger number of blocks sometimes. What is this one? This kind of covers it okay too. But either way, I still need to cover this up. It's the biggest problem as well. So that kind of works, but again, it doesn't help with this part of the window, which I think is the leak. Is there a window that can fit here? None of these, but I think a regular triangular one? Yeah, like that. Like so. Would that work? Will that fix the air situation? I mean, that's closed up. Kind of. Alright, so I got that kind of fixed up. A little janky, but it should be okay. Let's see. Oop. Nope. No, that worked. And now we're depressurized, so if I turn it off, we get the air. Alright, so that was the problem. But we'll take that off because we're still going to rebuild this a little bit more. So basically what we're going to do for sure is to edit these out. So these would definitely be heavy armors, which unfortunately we can't just plop on heavy armor. We have to replace them. So we got to grind it down, tear it apart, and everything like that. So we probably have to set up our toolbar a little bit correctly. So do weld, grind, and then heavy armor. So we look at the blocks here. Set up the same exact way as we always have it, but only the heavy armors. And I think we're good to go. So toolbar 8 is going to have all that. So we're going to have to go do this basically and slowly grind down everything that we have that is light armor, especially in the front only. So like this piece is going to have to change. This piece has to change to heavy armor. Even right here probably needs to be heavy armor as well. So that's what we're going to do. So that's definitely going to be not a fun task, but it needs to happen. Was it this piece? No, it was this piece here. Like so. And so. And then we have the heavy armors up front just to protect ourselves a little bit better than previous times. This is going to extend out a little bit more. We're going to have to find... Well, we'll design it out so it flows a little bit better. Right now, this flows decently. I mean, it looks like we could do this now. Slope blocks based on what we did to it. So that kind of works out. So we were to do something like that, then... Oop, not here. Wait, did we use a different block on this side? I think we did. Alright, so we need to use the same block, which is the heavy armor slope transition base. So flip this one around to be something else. Or am I just... That looked like the same block, actually. But I think I put it in a little differently. But with that done, now I could do this if we really wanted to. So add a protection. A little bit of a slope blocks here. And that just flows a lot better. So it's nice transition right into it. Up here, we probably gotta figure that out. Probably do the same thing, if anything. But we'll extend this out just a tiny bit more. Put a cockpit there, and then we should be able to fly out like that. Alright, so this drone is just chilling right in front of us. For whatever reasons. And it still got ammo. That's great. Where is the... Alright, the Gatlin's right up there. Is that the only weapon it has? I think that would be the only weapon. If I could take it out really quickly, that'd be great. Highly doubt it, but... I mean, just pop out. Oh, not shoot it like that. Oh. That was dumb. Okay, so what we can do is kind of back up and start shooting it with this Gatlin, if anything. Shouldn't be too bad. We'll lose a little bit, but yeah, we'll get it off our tail, if anything. So definitely do that. All right, so what we're gonna do is projector, turn it on. I just needed to do that one. Yep, exactly. That's all I needed to do. And then take the projector and turn it off. Oh, we can put the we don't need it. We don't need those switches back yet. Take that out. So we can't see up front yet, but we will be able to. But for now, I just want to back up a little bit so we can get rid of that thing. Of course, the connector. Why is there two connectors? Oh, one of them is ours and one of them is the base. We'll do that for now. Now let's switch lock off. Alright. Okay, I chose the wrong connector apparently. Alright, we're gonna back up and hopefully my Gatling in the back's gonna shoot it. And that should take care of that stupid drone that's just chilling out here. And I'm just gonna, ooh, thruster component, even better. And ice. Nice. I'll grab that. What you get? For chilling and waiting for me outside my base. Ooh, there's some stuff there. Is that uranium? Oh, that is uranium. Even better. Man, I could have just took it with us and bring it to the train station, but it's such a small ship, I don't think it's even worth it. Alright, good for you. You can go away. It looks like building repair is kind of collecting it a little bit, but whatever. I mean, I could just go ahead and grab this. There's just tons and tons of scrap, which is good because it's iron, I should say. Some uranium just floating around. That's good. Oh, here's some more uranium just floating around. That's pretty much it. All right, that's good enough. I think we're gonna call it from there. This is gonna be new beginnings, basically. So, starting the ship over again because we got destroyed really, really badly. We learned our lesson. We need a better ship, obviously. We're gonna also armor up what we can that needs protection, like the cargo container, the jump drives, and things like that. We definitely need to rebuild the ship, but I think we're just gonna kind of scrap from other ships that we could find and kind of simulate some more if we can. If not, we're just gonna have to really, really rebuild to make it work. And I feel like that may be more the case in the coming episodes. There's a really, really weird style right now. But like I said, this thing is going to be more of a sword looking like ship. Hilt. This is here. It's going to be lengthed out a little bit more, I think. Or try to. But I do need to find a way to put a connector and everything there. Or connection point there to work. Okay, so I can put weapons out there too. That's going to be our front, our teeth, or if anything. We'll put camera here. Everything seems to be a mess now because we lost the seat or helm, but we'll put that there. So now we have the camera up front to kind of see what's happening. Why we tilted? Oh, I put the camera. Did I really do that? I'm pretty sure I did. Yes, I did. Not upside down, but not exactly perfect. So that's how we should have it. Camera ready. All right. So once again, basically starting over the ship. We will definitely assimilate more and purchase a ship or two and plop it onto this ship. We just gotta find space for it to make it look decent. But I do want to extend out the front just a tiny bit. We'll be a dagger for now and get the connections there as much as we can. Right over here in the front. Get some weapons going. And then when we go to battle, at least most of the weaponry will be here to get hit. Everything back here. We'll put a little bit of protection, so we don't need to do a full protection. We'll do something like this, but more heavy armor. But we do need more thrusters, so we do something like that for sure. I know this is the front here. It's not a lot of space. So we do need to figure out where this connection here can go in. So then that way we have a connection going outwards. So maybe like connector points here or here. So we could put turrets or Gatling turrets and things like that. So lots to think about. get that going. So we got to find a way to get that connection up into the middle, into the sides. Actually, no, you could just easily do that. We could put a connector here, or not connector, but a conveyor junction here and here, and kind of hide it. So we stretch this down a little bit more. And it should be good. I forgot I extended this out, so my tail's sticking up a bit here. Nope, that's fine. All right. So I think that's the plan. We should be good to go for now. I mean, we're good to battle little things like that corruptor, because it only has one turret versus our turrets here. I don't think we have artillery ammo nor assault cannon ammo, but we could definitely add that there. I want to do my own, maybe some artillery up front, so when I can aim and fight myself. But we definitely need more thrusters, more gyroscopes, things like that to get powered up and maneuver a lot quicker. It looks like our base itself, we do need to do something, which is add like an oxygen. Oh, we do have the oxygen tank. That's good. But this one we need to do. We're just gonna stockpile some of it right now. So let's do that. I mean, we could probably get a full oxygen tank here if we need to. So we'll leave that alone. We could get a ton of oxygen, not oxygen, hydrogen down here. It's gonna be exposed a bit, but we definitely need to get some hydrogen in here. So we could be always a little careful and come back and always recharge when we need to recharge. Okay, so this large cargo container we don't necessarily need. Kind of want to move it a little down here actually, but it's fine. We don't need it now. We could definitely load up hydrogen down here for sure, like here if need be. And here. I mean, we probably don't need two for now, but I'm just gonna do it so we have it. And at any given time, we do recharge our hydrogen on on the ship. We're gonna be able to get as much as we can out of it. That way, when we come back to base, we can always recharge this way. So that means we kind of need a hydrogen tank hauling ship to kind of stay at these stations, so we can stay there, grab as much hydrogen, and come back. But we could always utilize this. We can always build more hydrogen tanks this way too, so that's not a big deal. But we want to get actually this one stockpiled and this one stockpiled if we can. This one was my excess one that I do need to get rid of. Same with this oxygen. This has a little bit of oxygen now. Can I just stockpile this to take the rest of this out? Yes. So we'll take that out. We'll leave this off. All right. Get rid of this one. We don't need all this oxygen. Again, this was just excess stuff that I had here. So we can get rid of this one as well. So I remember we did this so we could load up the base because we took it from a ship, I think, for a base or something like that. And then we wanted to stockpile it in our own base itself. So it looks like we don't have a lot of hydrogen. 100% there and 95. Okay, that's not bad. We'll take that off the stockpile. We should name these so we know where they belong. So there's the mush. I don't know which one's the front or back. I mean, we'll learn this way. This is the back. And then that was the front, which we'll rename a later time if anything. SPSL military escort. So imagine actually going to that, take it over, and then bring it back to the orbital station. How much money will we make out of that? We'll lose a lot of rep, but it wouldn't matter too much either because we can always get to the SPSL base and make up the rep. So there's that. But I see there's two different maydays that we can get to as well. That could help us make some money. But I really want to just get here and double check what this thing looks like. And if it doesn't have a lot of weapons, which I highly doubt it doesn't have much weapons. It's a military escort, so it should have a ton of weapons. Here we go. So Let's see here. We got a Gatling back here, or interior turrets. They love interior turrets here in this thing. Well, there you go. We got a artillery or assault cannon, actually. Another assault cannon. And actually, that's not a lot of weapons. Yeah, it's not a lot of weapons at all. So if I really, really wanted to, I mean, just take out this thing and the interior turret, and then grab it and sell it. we'll lose some rep, but again, it's not gonna be too much. And this thing's probably gonna cost a lot of money, actually. Don't think there's an entry path. No, there's no entry path. So this is just a drone-like ship, it looks like. Which looks pretty interesting to have if I wanted to put this on my ship. Definitely nice to have on the right-hand side of the ship. I mean, nope, I can't blueprint it. It would be nice if I could blueprint it, but that'd be interesting. Yeah, but like I said, oh, there's the entryway right here. There might actually be NPCs in here, potentially. I'm not sure. Be interesting if there was. There should be, actually, because they usually fly the ships. But yeah, it's a risk to be had if I was super desperate. But I think we should be okay. I think I just went way too far from my base now. 6 kilometers away, great. Yeah, so I'm gonna call it for now. This was recovering the base completely, fixing up everything that we can in terms of the jump drive, our ion thrusters. Everything cost me so much money. I had roughly 37 mil. Now I'm back to 7 mil. Took about 30 million to repair our entire ship back to what it was, minus our buoy arm, our little arm we had with the starter ship, the original starter ship. So we're going to keep the mud station and the space pod. We're going to build it a little bit longer in front so we can find some ways to situate it a little bit better, get it armored up, put on some more weapons, and be prepared for newer battles. So next time around, we're probably going to look for more ships. We're going to get the wreckage, the maydays, and start assimilating a little bit more from there. And hopefully that all kind of works out. I know that there is a lot of spots where we can assimilate a ship too. So we can still work on the left and right and vertical and vertically up and down if we want to assimilate ships. But the front is definitely something we want to work on with the heavy armors, which is what we will probably complete that next time around. Get the wreckages, get the maydays, and we should be good to go. So enjoy this episode. Please like and subscribe. And of course, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.